Thank you very much, everyone. It's great to be with you, and I'd like to just start by acknowledging the work that you do in our communities to help people. You know, I salute you, and thank you very much for making a difference to many thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people's lives. And all the stuff that Effie told you is the stuff, you don't really need to know. The main thing you need to know is that I'm a father and a husband, and we have three young adult children. I was born in Greensborough Hospital, grew up in Rosanna, and ended up at 500 Burke Street running National Australia Bank. So go figure. How did that happen? But it's a great opportunity because, in a way, I'm sure if we had time together, we'd find that, our values and commitments and our desire to help people are very common. And I've only ever worked in a bank. I joined a bank because it was the only and first job I was offered when I left university, and I stayed in a bank. And one of the reasons I stayed in a bank was because I realised at the heart of it, the people I work with, and certainly great role models that I had in our organisation, that at the heart of banking is people. And still today, that's one of the reasons that I do what I do, so that our company of 35,000 people in about 800 outlets around Australia and another couple of hundred in New Zealand can do what we do best, which is hopefully run a really good bank to help people in all various stages of their lives and in various situations to improve and to move forward. And one of the key things that we talk about inside the bank is that our role really is to back bold people who do want to move forward. They're in a particular situation. Many people that you see will be wanting to improve but won't know how. And some of the insights that Christy just shared with us sort of reveals that, all the way through to large businesses who are wanting to expand and grow and create more jobs. It's that spectrum that our bank works in. But one of the things that always inspires me is that our bank, National Australia Bank, has been part of Australia for 159 years. And it's a really good story to follow how our bank has contributed to and been part of the fabric of Australia all the way through from when it started to today. And we have in Australia 30,000 people who I meet many dozens of them every single week. And I think they bring a purpose and a commitment to want to make a difference to the people that they're working for, our customers. But one of the reasons it means something to me is because my grandmother, her name was Maisie Smith, she died in 2011, aged 95. Her father worked in the bank, our bank, for 48 years. I never met him, but I heard Grandma Mays talk about the stories. And in fact, it was just yesterday I had an email from a lady in our Wildcatcham branch. Now, anyone know what Wildcatcham is? Country Western Australia, like seriously country Western Australia. And I knew my grandfather had worked there, and she sent me a note saying, I've checked the manager's book. Your father, I knew his name was W.H. Stevenson, worked in our branch in Wildcatcham from 1915 to 1917. Now, I only tell you this because for me it means something that today I'm doing work that many other generations and stewards of our bank have worked all the way down through the line, doing what I do in a different society and in a different world, but trying to make a difference in communities and to people. And one of the ways we help people is when they're in vulnerable situations, trying to take care of them when they do have repayments or they can't pay back loans that are really stretching of them. This idea that a bank wants to put people into debt and keep them in debt so that we can somehow profiteer from that is so far from the truth of the way the people I deal with in our organisation. It's not funny. Having said that, I put an asterisk and say I'd be the first to admit, as a proud 30-year banker, that we have and continue to make mistakes, that our job is to own up to them and fix them. Having said that, I still believe that all our people really are wanting to do their best, and we need to make sure that that story comes out much more strongly. So we have people in vulnerable situations we want to help. We have a great customer care area called NAB Assist, which I think is a leading proponent of when people get into that situation, how you go through that process to help people, and other organisations, church-based community groups, Good Shepherd itself, that are helping us help our clients with that situation. But one of the ways the bank makes a huge difference is that we enable small businesses to start and give them finance to help them grow. And small businesses make up 60% of the economic activity in Australia today, and we're the largest small business bank in Australia. So one of the things that I think we do to help communities and help people is to help make it easier to start a business and get them capital to help them grow. And every single month, we're lending a couple of $1 billion to those businesses to help them do that. And one of the things we've just pioneered is, one of the things we find is that small businesses, they don't have a track record of 3 or 4 years, and they don't have real estate security. So what do? So we have introduced something called Quick Biz Loans, which enables up to $50,000 of unsecured credit for people who have a very good idea and they need unsecured finance to help them start it, so they're wanting to create jobs. And so that's another way the bank is trying to enable Australia to move forward in a positive way for prosperity. But one of the partnerships that we're very proud of, in fact, it's one of the longest partnerships the bank has ever had, is with Good Shepherd. We started it in 2003. And it's been going for that 14 years. And certainly since I've been CEO, as Effie said 3 years ago, I met Adam, and I think the work that Adam and Christine, the whole team do is outstanding. And through them and with you, the work you do. And some of our team are here today, and they do a tremendous job with passion and commitment to enable all that to happen. So I think we've got the bones of something really special. We have extended to 487,000 people over that 14 years, $212 million of finance through Good Shepherd and its, affiliates and parts of the groups that you're connected with, which, those set of numbers that I'm really proud of. And 5 years ago, we started to pioneer with Good Shepherd with the Good Money stores. I was in Adelaide last week, had reference to the one that's in Adelaide, and we opened one last week, Adam, in Victoria, in Morwell. Thank you, with Mary Scootis. And so, I think we're just wanting to build that out to complement all the other connections we have, and something called Speckle, which is like an online offering to enable people who can't get into the Good Money stores or into seeing you to go online and get access to those services. So we're trying to build it out in a way that makes it scalable and we reach more people. But the punchline is, apart from I'm very proud of it and proud of working with you, is I'm also the PS I'm saying is I'm proud of what the bank does every single day to be a good bank to help people. Normal people just do well and cope with life and grow their businesses because that's good for Australia. Is I'm certainly proud of the connection we have with Good Shepherd and therefore with you. But last year, we had 26,000 loans or people that we helped with the various forms of loans that we have, 26,000. And as a symbol of how strong we think we are together, we have agreed that number we want to be 100,000, and that the bank is going to get behind that and help fund that and help grow it so that Adam and the Good Shepherd team can take it from 26,000 last year, 26,000 people / loans that were extended. That's a good number over 14 years, going back to the 487,000 over the 14 years and 212 million, to say 26,000, let's not double it, let's double it again, and let's get to 100,000 people that we can help every single year. And everyone, I'm just really pleased to be here to confirm that for you and to say to Adam and Christine and all the Good Shepherd team, thank you very much for our association. We're very proud of it, and we're proud of our connection with you and with the people of Australia. And if there's anything that I can ever do to help you, it's andrew.thornburn@nab.com.au. That's all you need to do, and I will be able to get someone to help you. So if you get stuck, frustrated, or you're happy. I did have somebody like that once. I did. No, andrew.thornburn@nab.com.au. So on that note, thank you all very much.